You could watch there. They can see off the screen. You could watch there.
Oh. Unfortunately, I will have to go with Liverpool. Yeah.
Messi! How good is he? And it's Cristiano Ronaldo by himself. I don't believe it. That is beyond special. Again and again and again. What a bow! There's your fairy tale.
Alright, good day everybody. We are back. I know it's been how long, boy? When was the last episode?
A good one.
Way too long. The reason being, I just wanted to give all a little update. We were working on a few things, including the Project Patois store, which we are in. Hence our new set. And yes, if you hear that chair move, that's one more. She's in the background moving. We have people in the store with me. It is an operating store, so if you hear noises and all that, so just go. We're running. Now, as you can see, we also added somebody new to the cast. You could get him a little.
My name is Loom, and I'm not an expert or a journalist.
He lying.
Yeah.
He went to school for it. But Johnny and I are familiar faces. We kind of took a little dress back because we couldn't do the episodes in the way we wanted to because I was traveling, everybody was busy, and whatever the case is. So we didn't want to chinks on the quality. And we're gonna big up Alistair in the back with the camera. Yeah, so
Big up you.
yeah, so come through in the store, check us out. We on Sutton Street, 53 Sutton Street in San Fernando. So swing through anytime. Come online, just hold our vibe. Yeah, check out our Instagram. You'll see the events we're doing continuously. So yeah, that's that. Back to football. Our game plan. You could get them our game plan for the year.
Sure. So we do plan on putting out episodes every week. So we look forward to that. We also have our socials running throughout this time as well. So on Instagram, Project Patois FC, we'll have different things like Kit Corner, Scout Selection. We were covering some transfers that happen and different things that as we go along, we will try to host some in-person events in the store and also outside of the store, different events such as football tournaments, FIFA tournaments, those type of things.
Yeah. So stay tuned. Just check out the Instagram if you haven't. We're already posting all them things, the kit corners, the what else we have? Scout selection. So we give you some insight and they do the hard work. So you could read about what's going on in the world. Now, we're not trying to compete with other football pages. We aren't experts. We just want to give you, our opinions and encourage you to join in with the conversation as well. We love the banter. We love the shit talk, and we want to create a platform where everybody is welcome. All the clubs, not only the big ones. Yes, I'm a United fan. That's why hence the jersey.
Me too, but I just wanted to mix it up now.
Yeah. We could have two United jerseys on there.
Yeah.
We say it will look biased, although we are biased sometimes. So, and well, Johnny and
From the episodes, they will know I'm Chelsea.
Yeah, they would know the Chelsea, hence the ugly jersey.
Hence it.
Right. Something else that you could check out when you come into the store, we have the Project Patois collectibles. You could watch there. They can see off the screen. You could watch there.
Oh.
So you can come check out these sports cards. We have autograph cards. We're also gonna have autograph T-shirts, memorabilia, plenty different things. We have the card inserts. We have basic cards. So come see the whole collection. It's something we'll be introducing to you. It's not very big in Trinidad, but I did pick it up when I was in the States, and I am bringing it back to here. So feel free to come through. Right,
Okay.
hit them resource.
So we're bringing this episode on the day of the Women's Euros final. The final just concluded. England beat Germany 2-1. So big up England. Finally is coming home in some capacity. So that was great to see. There was a great turnout to the event, and it's great to see that the women's game is growing throughout the world. And we hope to also do some women's content as well through the platform as well. Apart from the Women's Euros, of course, the Community Shield took place yesterday. Liverpool with a big statement win, beating Man City 3-1.
Shut up, bull. John, big up yourself for this, shut up.
The only time I back Man City.
I mean, it's true, eh?
Yeah.
Honestly, City had to beat Liverpool when they're playing, but it didn't happen this time. I think Liverpool will be even stronger this season. Now they lost one of their best players, but I think with the direction they were going and the style of football they're playing, I think is a nice transition.
Of course.
For club.
For sure.
I mean, I don't know how he's going to fit in, in terms of just slotting in. They're going to have to change their style of play a little bit, but I could see it working. So.
Yeah,
both City and Liverpool.
Of course, we saw that in the final that they took a little while for Haaland to get going. Of course, he didn't end up scoring. Nunez came on and he did score, and he also won a penalty for Liverpool.
Yeah.
So he got the first. What's my word I'm thinking of?
The battle has started.
Battle.
So he hit the first
blow.
stab.
First blow. Yeah.
Yes, that's
first blow in the Nunez
yes,
versus
I did use that word for
Haaland
everybody
competition.
Battle.
Yeah. So, but I think that'll be an ongoing battle. I think let's see who have the last laugh in terms of winning the championship. But I think throughout the season that'll be a continuous battle.
Who you all think has more pressure on them though? Haaland or Nunez? Yeah.
I think Haaland just because of the hype. The hype behind Haaland and how good he was though. Yes, Nunez was great and he still is great, but I think all the hype behind Haaland is way more.
Well, Haaland definitely has more hype because we for years we're comparing Haaland and Mbappe.
To be the
Nunez,
next best things.
Nunez is the newcomer on the scene. I mean, Klopp is already easing him, and you see he didn't start the final probably because Klopp probably thought he would have too much pressure on his hands.
Yeah.
So he will ease him in, and he will give him every chance to shine in that team. Whereas with Haaland, I think because City don't really have many other options at striker apart from Julian Alvarez, I think Haaland will play most games, and they will expect him to deliver at the same rate or a similar rate to the goal scoring record he had in the Bundesliga, and of course previously as well.
Yeah, I could see Haaland being a Kane, of City. I feel like a lot of the pressure is going to fall on him to bag the goals at least.
Well, you could have seen yesterday. For majority of the game, City was trying to play to Haaland's strengths.
Correct.
They were. That's why I think they wasn't successful because they were most likely changing the whole game plan they've been doing for years.
Yeah,
of course.
It's gonna take a while, and I think the best part about the Haaland integration, I think it will take a while, so it will help the league to be more competitive.
Now the thing I find weird though with City and Haaland is, I mean, not weird, but different, is that Haaland is a very physical player, athletic player.
Of course.
I mean, most of City's strikers before haven't been that big person in front, and I think it lends itself to crossing in the ball more often, trying to get headers in. So I think it's going to change that style. But we'll see, and I do think they will be successful. I just hope not too successful because we ain't trying to.
Well, we know City been playing very heavy base possession football, doing interchanging and attack, but what I've seen yesterday, they played way more direct style of football because that's what Haaland strives on.
Of course.
He's a player likes to get in behind a defense, so
Which is a big change. For City, right?
So
we'll see.
Definitely.
but that comes the same as Darwin Nunez. He's a very direct player. He likes to run in behind a defense, so it will be very interesting to see.
And he's not a false nine. So
he's not a false nine. Different from Bobby. Different from what Sadio Mane
would have provided.
So it will be an interesting battle, to say the least.
Of course. Not just those two players. I mean, City versus Liverpool is going to be an interesting battle yet again. I don't think there's many other players in contending for the title, but we will see. Of course, they have other teams contending for top 4, I should say. Chelsea, Spurs, Arsenal. What do you think about these other teams that possibly could be contending, but they
videos come now, boy, not wrong.
For top 4.
All them videos come. This is the person that do all my signage and everything, so check him out. We'll put a link somewhere here where we're holding my hand. We'll pop up his logo and his contact, so you can check him out. But yeah, I think top 4 is going to be interesting. Man, you better sort themselves out so we could be back there. Although, let's give them time. We'll come to that. Chelsea for sure, up there. I think.
You think for sure?
I think for sure, boy. I mean, I don't see them shit in the bed
I-
again as bad as they
Yeah,
did
yeah.
before. I mean, I think top 4 is still something they could contend for.
For me, there's 3 teams for sure next season:
Okay.
Liverpool, Man City, and Tottenham Hotspurs.
No, my thing with
Yeah.
the Tottenham Hotspur juju is that they might somehow figure out how to bottle it.
Yeah.
Of course.
Is Spurs and Arsenal have the tendency to be shit. Although they might have a good team, they just shit the bed at some point.
Facts.
Let's see, and you could prove me wrong.
Yeah.
But I think Chelsea has a championship mentality, so they could extract performances out of a lesser team, whereas Spurs and Arsenal would have a better team and extract the negative aspects out of them. That's just my personal opinion. I do hope Spurs could do well.
Yeah.
Because they're a side that should be trying to win something at some point. They haven't ever.
Yeah.
Let's see.
A while since Spurs last won something. I think the main takeaway from those teams is the depth.
Yeah.
Of course, with World Cup being in November this year, it's going to be huge impact on
change.
all the leagues. So the depth will play a huge role in that. Of course, with the 5 subs rule now as well.
Which I personally do not like, by the way. What's your opinion on that?
I don't
It would
mind
help the
that.
better teams just get better.
Yeah,
I think the
don't-
more money you have, the higher
The more
quality
depth you have,
subs,
yeah.
and then you have more depth. Now also, with the rule, I think it encourages more tournaments, which is not good for the players, and I don't think good for the sport as a whole. I think we should try to better the quality of the competition, not just add more competitions.
Yeah.
You know, and trying to include, I mean, a World Cup and a Champions League with 100 teams is what, you know what I mean, is not the
Yeah.
cream of the crop.
Of course.
So, I mean, let's see where that goes. We could probably discuss that in our next episode in depth. But
For sure.
I just think it's a transitionary game. I open to change, but I just think the quality is weird.
Yeah. So I would say again, going back to depth, I would say Chelsea probably have the best depth out of
Yeah, I think
those
so.
teams. Spurs, of course, they would have made a lot of signings this season, but of course this will be the first year playing for a Conte team, which is very hard. He drills those
Very physical
players.
team.
Yeah.
I don't think they ever bounce up somebody like
No,
that before.
definitely not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I just think Conte is the difference.
He is
could
a
be.
difference
He could be.
maker. I think for sure. I just don't. It come like Mourinho and Spurs. The mentality didn't match for me. Conte and Spurs in my head don't match either.
They don't match.
No, I hope they do good. I do
Yeah.
want them to
Yeah,
do
yeah.
good, but they don't match.
Yeah, it was great to see they finally got back in the transfer window, and
Right.
of course, Conte would have never stayed if that never happened. So
Yeah.
they have a long-term plan where they do see themselves contending for the title. In terms of the other North London side, Arsenal, they made some great signings as well too. What do you
The
think about?
kit's real wet, by the way.
The
The
kit's
pink
always
kit,
wet.
dog, that pink kit, real fresh. I wish it had a different badge on it. I could have buy it, but
I think Arsenal has impressed in this preseason so far. They're playing very fluid, Arteta. Well, not Arteta like Pep like football.
Arteta like
Yeah.
football. I don't know what Arteta like.
yeah. Pep like football. Sorry to say that. I think Arsenal, they're looking very good, as I said, but I think somehow towards the end of the season they'll start dropping off because when they get injuries, I don't even want to mention that Thomas Partey.
Yeah. Situation.
The bench still looks kind of weak. Obviously, they have added to the attack.
And
But,
also, by the
yeah.
way, big up their new captain.
Yeah,
Big up their new captain.
the new captain.
How old he is?
23, yeah.
23-year-old captain.
Yeah,
I think that was wild, though.
Yeah.
But again, mentality-wise, I think he does have the right mentality to lead the team. He did choose to go back to Arsenal. He could have run back to Madrid and fight for a bench spot, but he chose to stay Arsenal and play.
Yeah.
So I think he deserves it. Let's see where it goes, but I hope he does well.
They have a crop of young players that are hungry.
Yeah.
I kind of see them new, kind of like the English version of Dortmund,
In
in
a sense,
terms of their youth, in terms of their youth, and the direction they go in, which is nice.
Yeah.
I still think they have areas that they need to work on. I don't think the midfield is particularly strong. I rate the attack, I rate the defense. William Saliba has come back.
Yeah.
I still think they have holes in that team, but they will be competing with top 4. They would. They can't write them off at all.
So question.
Yeah.
Who gonna win?
The Premier League?
Yeah,
I think City will win.
City. Let me hear you.
Unfortunately, I will have to go with Liverpool. Yeah.
I can't do that. I can't do that.
No bias, no bias.
Yeah, I mean, still, even if I throw my bias out the way, I still think City. Just because of, I honestly think Haaland will be a difference maker. I think he would be one that could come in and rock up the league. I don't think he's going to fail, but that's just my personal opinion.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind if he fails, but, you know. Liverpool, I think the change in the style of play is a little bit more for them to deal with. I think City transitioning to direct football might be a little bit easier than Liverpool transitioning to direct football. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, so that's just the reason I think City would have it, and I do still think City has more depth.
Yeah, I think City are building a legacy in the league now.
Correct. I mean,
We've
for
seen in
how
other
long?
leagues how much how other teams have dominated their leagues. I think City is that team now.
Correct.
Where they will continue to dominate the league, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because they're just a level above all the other teams.
And props to them. I mean, they work for it. So
Now we could go back to the Haaland and Darwin debate. It
yeah.
all depends who kicks off first, you know?
Exactly.
And who stays,
yeah.
not injured. I mean, it's a physical league, so let's see.
Yeah.
I don't wish injuries on anybody, so
Yeah.
I mean, I hope they could stay fit and hope they could
Of
put in
course.
performances. Yeah.
Yes. So we unfortunately we have to talk about the other side of Manchester. What do you all think? What are your predictions for where
I think-
will finish the season?
I mean, all right. They tried to throw my bias out. Gonna give Ten Hag a little while. I don't really care if this first season he comes 5th, 6th, 4th, whatever. I don't really care. Because I think with him, he came from Ajax without the clout of Mourinho, without the clout of Van Gaal, without... Everybody knows his quality, but he has to build with the team as well. So I think the arrogance may not be there, which would be good for United. Give it time. I don't care where they come this season. Just let's see a team. That's my most important thing.
Something evolving.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Let's see people happy to play. The attitude was a big problem last season. Happy to play, new players, hungry players coming in with their signings, and we'll talk about that. But I would predict 4th. Give me a 4th. I'll take a 4th. Yeah. I think a 4th.
At the moment of recording, serious, because I still the transfer window has been average so far.
For United.
Yeah. Ericsson is a brilliant signing. Malacia, obviously there's potential there.
No, by the way, honestly, my favorite signing is Martinez.
Martinez. Well, I was about to go on to
Because I think
Yeah.
for, if not a decade, United had no player like that. Had no Keane, had nobody that would come in and fight for the badge.
Harry Maguire.
Yeah, well, oh my. Dog, let's not talk about Harry, our captain, who supposedly is going to stay the captain. I would love to go on.
I have a hot take though.
Let me hear it.
I think Maguire is gonna have a good season.
I think so too.
Yeah, oh, well.
I agree with you. I agree with you, but it doesn't mean he's not crap.
Yeah.
I just think that the whole team itself will help lift him.
I don't think he's a good captain.
No, at all.
Yeah.
At all. I mean, from the time he whole issues in Greece and all that dramas. I mean, yes, everybody human being, but I don't think the way he recovered or the way he dealt with the situation or the way he seems to his body language. I don't know nothing going on in the back.
Yeah.
But if your team losing and you're the captain, you have to figure out how to be positive. You know, you have to figure out how to encourage everybody. And he sometimes looks like the one with the biggest slouch on his shoulders half the time.
Yeah.
So even ability out of the way, leadership wise, I think somebody else could have it, you know. But
And back onto Lissandro, I think he's a very good technical footballer, something we've been missing in the first phase of build-up play.
Yeah.
I think we really need that. Ten Hag obviously is a very heavy possession-based style. So Lissandro is a brilliant signing. People complaining about the price kind of steep.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. I mean, people overpaying for everybody. nowadays.
Everybody, yeah.
I don't think about the price. I mean, at this point,
It's
if
not
you
we
want-
money.
Yeah, well, true. But I think nowadays in football, if you find a player you want, you pay the price. And I mean, at the end of the day, it could be a hype player, it could be somebody nobody knows about. I don't think nowadays we're looking for deals
Yeah.
because it doesn't exist. I don't think nowadays we even really looking for that next best thing. Yes, it is fine, it and yes, it happens, but it's not like how scouting was back in the day.
Yeah.
Of course.
But I think for the style Ten Hag is trying to implement, the philosophy, brilliant signing.
Correct.
Brilliant signing.
And that's the most important thing. I would say that's different from United of the past few years. We're not just buying hype players and then just trying to fit them in the system. At least he seems to be buying players to fit his style. And it has to be his team. So.
Well, he's buying players he's familiar with.
Correct.
Of course, Ericsson would have trained with Ajax.
Correct.
Ericsson 2 on a free.
Yeah.
That's a steal, in my opinion. That's a steal.
Sandro, of course, would have played with him as well, and Malacia was from the same league.
Correct.
So we'll
familiar
see,
faces.
We'll
Familiar.
see if the familiar faces help or if they hinder United. Because I find they kind of were only within the Eredivisie. I find they could have probably branched out.
I agree for sure.
I still think though we have a lot of holes in our team.
And there's no depth.
Yeah,
there's none. If 2 people get injured, I had to go and play.
So in terms of the other teams that we might see challenging for Europe, Leicester, West Ham.
Boy, Ole Leicester damaged me last season. Boy, I thought there was going to do all or something.
They didn't damage you, they damaged me. Like a madman picked them top 4. They disappoint.
I think West Ham is going to make some noise this season.
West Ham, I agree. I think West Ham is a solid team, and I think they could build on what they had already going for them.
Watch out for Gianluca Scamacca.
Yeah, boy, he's a monster. Well, go check out the page. We did talk about him. So.
Yeah,
good player.
Scout selection from Project Patois.
Yeah, but I think they will be solid. I'm now smaller teams now. Big up Nottingham. By the way, it's about time. I don't know if all you know, but back in the day, they were the shit.
Yeah, they were.
Like when in the what 60s?
60s, 70s.
They were winning the old school Champions Leagues, and they were the top, the cream of the crop, and then they just went. For I wasn't alive, so I ain't really sure. But big up. See them back up there. Their logo was 3.
What I realize though is the mid-table to lower table teams are making some brilliant transfers.
Yes, they for sure.
Yeah, I find they're using more data and metrics to instead of just buying a random player.
Correct.
Because
that's how football changing. I mean, we have metrics on everybody, so it's not just scouts sitting down and watching a player. I think the middle. I honestly think the top 4 will be the top 4. Really, the top 3 will be the top 3. And I think from 4th place to last place will be battling it out.
Unfortunately for Manchester United.
Yeah. I think everybody will be battling it out. I think last place could beat anybody in the Premier League. So that's props to that competition.
Yeah.
But who you think, let's say, we all know the natural top 6.
Yeah.
Chelsea, Liverpool, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But who you think outside that, the regular top 6?
Outside top 6?
Yeah.
So who you think would be...
like a surprise package?
No, who's your top 6 though?
My top 6?
Yeah.
Liverpool, Man City 2nd, Tottenham 3rd. This is at the moment of recording, so don't roast me. Arsenal 4th, Chelsea 5th.
Yeah, right.
Chelsea at the moment of recording, Chelsea 5th, and United 6th.
What?
Yeah, I have to be a realist.
Lucky thing he didn't wear on Man United, you know. Him today.
Yeah.
You would want to agree with his Man United 6. Of course, I pick City to win. Liverpool, I think, will come 2nd. I think Chelsea, they have a lot still to do in the window, but if they make key signings, we heard today they linked with Fofana and Dumfries. I think those will be 2 massive players for them. They will come 3rd. I think Spurs again will come 4th. And I think Arsenal will probably take Europa and they will come 5th. And United will come 6th.
If Manchester United signs Frankie de Jong before the transfer window ends, I'm putting them 4th. No, I'm serious.
Regardless. Like, good mind, please.
Right.
United will be 4th. We're going on the line. City 1st, Liverpool 2nd, Chelsea 3rd. I agree, Chelsea 3rd.
Yeah.
I just think their mentality is a lot to deal with. 4th, United. 5th, I would put Spurs to tip Arsenal because I just find Arsenal to just do something. Something weird. And then 6th, Arsenal.
who's your surprise package outside of like the regular
Outside
top
the
six?
top
Who you think gonna, just surprise us and
No, I honestly could agree with you on West Ham,
Yeah.
I think West Ham could fight for a top 6 position.
I think Aston Villa too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They seem to have been changing their mentality recently,
Yeah.
and they're fighting. Everton went the next week. Everton used to
Well,
be
I
up
mean, look
there,
who
but-
they're coached by, Frank Lampard.
Yeah. Facts.
Yeah.
So-
It's been rough.
Yeah.
It's been rough with Lampard.
But yeah, I would say West Ham. You?
I'm going to go bold. I'm going to say Crystal Palace. Actually, I think they could surprise a lot of people. I don't think they will make top six,
but yeah.
but I think they will be just outside top 6, probably finish in top 8 position.
Yeah.
I think I like what Vieira's doing with the team, and I think they have a lot of attacking new talents like Olise and Eze that will really help the team. And I think they have a great foundation with Gehi and Anderson leading the back line.
I think Newcastle could show something too.
Well, I mean, they have some money. So.
They have some money.
No, I think Newcastle give them a little more time.
Yeah.
I don't know about top 6. I would like to see them at least be 10th middle whereabouts. For at least this season. I feel like could build off of that. I don't think expectation wise, but they're a good team.
Yeah.
They're a good team.
What about Leeds? Because I see they've been making some signings, like Jesse March as signings.
They're making some decent signings, but I still think they will be in a relegation battle.
The defense is not a two.
Yeah, the defense is still a bit.
And they lost players too, eh? They lost
Rafinha.
players, yeah.
Rafinha.
So
Sinisterra, watch out for Sinisterra.
Calvin
He's
Phillips.
a
Calvin
good player.
Phillips,
Yeah.
massive. That was the core of their team, so I think to just replace that is going to be tough.
I think we will see more. We will see very entertaining football from
No,
them.
do you think they would stick with the same style, or do you think they would change it up?
I think we have to forget completely about Bielsa's
I agree.
tactics.
I
I think
agree.
Marsh will be more regimented. He will be more solid at the back.
Yeah.
Bielsa was just a madman for attacking football.
No, I think too. It kind of shows where you like need different people for different phases.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
Bielsa was perfect to get them where they were, but at one point,
found out. They were found
to
out.
be stable in any situation, they had to change the cast.
Yeah.
But same principles, I think high intensity, high pressing. That's what Bielsa and Jesse March is similar in, but obviously more structured. More structured.
More conservative and structured.
Yeah.
And I think to stay in the Prem, you have to be. You
have to be.
You could show bouts of madness, but I mean, as Mourinho could be an example.
Yeah.
If you're continuously mad, they will go the opposite direction.
I would
Yeah.
agree, yeah. So what do you think about relegation? Who do you think will go down this season?
Well,
What do you think?
I think Fulham.
I could agree with that.
I think, and this is a bold prediction, I think Wolves is going to go down. Yeah.
Wolves, okay.
Yeah. And Nottingham Forest.
Nah, leave them now.
Yeah.
Let them get
I think both. Yeah.
Lingard got a little.
Let them
action.
get a little sweat now. Which was the teams that came up?
Fulham, Nottingham, and Bournemouth.
Bournemouth.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Bournemouth don't really have depth.
No.
So I think they will be going back down.
Yeah.
Let me see who else, boy.
Not Fulham.
Like, but I gonna be why Leeds gonna go down though.
Wow.
I gonna send Leeds down. I feel like it might be shaky for them based on who they lost
Yeah.
to come back. Third. Who's the next one? Fulham. I think Fulham too could probably. I feel like the teams that came up this year, they didn't really. They're not as strong as the ones from the past.
Like Brentford.
Yeah, I could see them like coming up and bouncing back down.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough.
Even Nottingham, I left them out of my 3, but they're not amazing to say. They came in guns blazing.
Yeah, I would agree. So I think I personally think that what you said, the teams aren't as strong.
Yeah.
So I think Forest will go down. I think Bournemouth as well will go down. Just because they don't play as a style of football that would be conductive to having success in the league. They play
You're
a lot
going
of
bold for the last one?
very conservative football. And I will go bold for the last one because I personally think Fulham will stay up. I think people are sleeping on Fulham. They seem to think Fulham and Norwich are two teams that always bounce between the two leagues. But I think Fulham, if they play the attacking style that they showed last season, where I think they scored 100+ goals in the league, I think they will.
No, mind you, that league is about 100 games long.
Of course, yeah. Mitrovic scored 40
we all know
goals.
Mitrovic is our championship merchant.
I don't expect him to come and score 40 goals in the Premier League as well. But I think the last team, my last team to get relegated will be Southampton. I think they've been in the league
Too long
now.
Based on their quality, yeah.
I used to rate Hassan Hunter, but I think he's just lost the plot now. The defense is shambles. They always seem to be getting 8-0s and stuff from teams that hit them on the high press. They
I mean,
so
we just
adamant
collect
on the
a late nil once in a while. Well, not nil, but I know what you mean.
They're adamant to play the high line, and they'll get found out this season, I think. So it was a good recap of last season and preview for this season. We want to get into our FPL plug now.
Correct. Now, we did have our FPL running last season. It will be renewed with the same code, right? It'll be
Same code, yeah.
Which will put it on top Johnny's head. Yeah, just put the code right there.
Yeah.
So you could join this league as well. Now, you could talk about the winner.
Sure. So it's a little late announcing the winner, but we do want to big up.
Wait. I came top 12K by the way.
Yeah, nobody care about you. You know nothing.
No, if you're not first, you're what?
Fail first, you're last.
Right.
It was an achievement for me.
Big up.
Our prize is only for first place. And this new season coming is still only for first place.
So I can't get a prize?
No.
Nah, you ain't getting
None
nothing.
for you.
Nah, hard
Fair.
You got a little show or something.
Yeah.
But big up the fella who won, Kapil Ramcharan. If you're watching the video now, get in touch with us. We have a kit for you.
Yes, we owe you what we said we owe you. You will get it. Let us know what's your favorite team. Let us know which player. We'll sort you out. Just link us and we'll talk. But big up yourself, dog. 86 points.
Yeah, it's a massive.
Whoa.
That's a lot of points.
Yeah.
That's a huge score. I mean, we are avid FPL fans, and then if Ami says damn.
All right. Listen, my problem with that is I just forget exactly when I need to change. Listen, my biggest issue, and we will help all with that too, because I need help with it personally, is when I need to lock in my transfers, dog.
The deadline.
Yes. So I didn't be jumping on the laptop to go and make my transfers, and deadline done. I was like, stuck with a shit team.
And last season had a lot of interruptions to the deadline.
Correct. So it's tough to keep up with, but we will help you do that.
But the expert Jonathan Montu.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
But I'm not an expert in this at all whatsoever, but I'll still try to beat all it, right?
Yeah.
So
go ahead and sign up for the league. Good luck to everyone who signs up.
Now we will have our official Project Patois team.
Right.
And what we'll do is we'll kind of hit throughout the season with lives and with other little videos and stuff that we're doing to give all the advice and kind of state the direction we go in, the strategy we go in for officially. Johnny will still have his personal team that's competing, which will not involve, the Project Patois. And I will have my own team. He will have his own. We will see who could actually battle it out. And if you have suggestions, if you want to see us talk about anything specific about FPL, just say.
Yeah, of course.
And hopefully I win it this time.
Yeah. I try and be realistic here. If I can make it in the top half of the league in this, we there. F1 I have all it, but this one is struggle though, guys. Real struggle.
Of course. Yeah. All right, well. That should conclude the episode.
Yes, thank you for joining us. We're sorry for the long break, but we back. Come check out the store.
Yep.
Welcome our new boss here.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
You see why we bring it? Because I don't remember them things. But yes, look out for all the little codes as be popping up all over. We'll put the tag to follow and the FPL code. What else we had to do? We had to put something else.
FPL code. What other codes did we have?
That is it.
For the location, the store maybe.
Yeah. Well, we'll put the address and info for the store. Come through. We'll be getting our TV soon enough, our PS5 soon enough. We're gonna run FIFA sweats, all that jazz. So come through.
Come and get beat.
Yeah.
Well, later, everyone.
All right.
It was nice.
Till next time. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.